Connection established.
Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel if you've been here previously, and I'm happy to have you here if this is your first time on the channel. Today is going to be day 4 of the Millionaire Memecoin Mindset series, and the concept today that I'll be discussing is fear. Primarily fear of missing out when coins are pumping, and likewise, fear of getting into a trade because you think there's some risk associated with the trade. Before we begin, if you do need a trading platform, I highly recommend getting Axiom. You will get the max VIP trading discount off your fees using the link in the bio. Axiom is the cheapest and the fastest trading platform, so you have no reason to use anything else because you get paid to use Axiom through their sole claim back, and it's also the cheapest automatically. And I don't want you guys paying more fees for a worse trading platform. Anyways, let's get into it. So, fear is one of the most predominant factors that hinder a trader's growth, especially in meme coins. And why is that? Because as I mentioned, there are two types of fear. Fear of missing out and the fear of even getting into a trade. So let's discuss what fear of missing out is. Fear of missing out is when coins go super fast to the upside. There's a quick acceleration in the price and market cap, and they're going very fast. And you're not in the trade. You might have seen it at, say, 100K market cap, and 2 minutes later, it's at 2 million. And you're like, oh my gosh. I saw it at 100. If I bought it at 100, I'd be up at 20x, right? If I put in 1 Solana, I'd be at 20 Solana profit right now. Oh my gosh, why didn't I buy it? Why didn't I buy it? It's going up so fast. Let me buy it right now. And that's exactly the portfolio killer right there. Because what did I do? I saw it at 100K. It went to 2 million. I wasn't in it. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going up so fast. Fear of missing out. I'm going to buy right now. And you're going to buy at 2 million, and guess what's going to happen? The coin, people are going to start selling because they're up 20x from 100K, right? So people want to take profits. When people take profits, the coin goes down because they have to sell. And so what happens? The coin will pull back. You're going to buy 2 million, and the coin's slowly going to start gravitating towards 1.2 million, right? 1.1 million, maybe 1 million flat. And you're going to be down money, 50% pretty much off just the dip, right, of people taking profits. And what's going to happen then is you're going to get discouraged and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, now I have to sell. I took a 50% loss on a coin I saw go 20x up. Yes, because you had the fear of missing out. You were fearful that this coin did a 20x already and it's going to do another 20x. But what you fail to realize is that there are thousands of coins coming out every second, millions of coins every month. There will always be a next coin. There will always be a next coin. You cannot go in with the notion of, oh no, this is going to be the runner of the day. I missed it. Who cares, right? I love to say, who cares? Because genuinely and truthfully, no one cares. Okay? No one cares. Everyone is focused on themselves. So likewise, focus on yourself. Stop focusing on that one coin. Sure, you saw it at 100K. It went to 2 million. It did a 20x right in front of your eyes. Does that mean you're a bad trader? No. If anything, that means you did well because you saw that narrative very early. You just were having the other side of the fear that I'll talk about in a second, which is fear of getting into a trade because you maybe didn't understand the full potential, or maybe you were planning on risking too much. Okay, so I'll discuss that in a little bit on the other side of fear and the fear of getting into trades. But right now, fear of missing out is what will kill your portfolio because you see coins that are doing exceptionally well and you didn't get in. And that is perfectly fine because I've done it millions of times before where a coin looks great, I'm about to buy, and then I just hesitate a little bit, and then it pumps, and then I think to myself, should I buy it this high? I flip through all the time frames, 5 minute, 3 minute, 1 minute, 15 second, 30 second, whatever time frames. And it's all green. It's literally just going straight up green. And then I ask myself, do I really want to buy this? It's just straight up green. And the answer is no. If it's straight up green, unless it was the Trump meme coin when it launched with the most insane narrative ever, then you should not be buying green. Right? As I mentioned in previous videos throughout my channel, you want to buy red candles and sell the green candles. So on dips, when it's red, that's when you want to be buying and you want to be selling the green. Okay? In no way, shape, or form, you should be buying green candles ever because that's how you end up top blasting and literally creating the top of coins or being the top of coins, right? That's how oftentimes, if you see a coin going green, you blast into it. And then everyone starts selling into your candle when you blast. Why? Because you FOMO'd into the very top. And that's usually when people just start taking profits very aggressively. And so the key to fix this one really big mistake that many people do, including myself when I started, is to accept, hey, I saw the coin early. It did exceptionally well. I didn't see any financial reward from it. However, I am gaining confidence because I saw that coin very early. And next time I see a coin with that narrative that's good, I will put some money in. But I will not be top blasting it and FOMOing into it just to end up being exit liquidity because everyone's going to sell on me. So that's what you need to beat into your head. There will always be another coin. There will always be another coin. There is no reason for you to be top blasting. There's no reason for you to be FOMOing into a coin. Unless you lost a bet and you have to do it, right? Which would be stupid anyways. You're better off just donating the money to the person instead of top blasting. But anyways, besides the point, that's completely side story. But FOMOing is the worst thing you can do. I would rather you literally turn your computer off and miss 20 coins that run and go crazy and not make any money than you build a bad habit and top blast and FOMO into a coin just to lose. Because doing and repeating bad habits will negatively affect and compound negatively for your portfolio. So the goal is to minimize mistakes. And so FOMOing is literally the one biggest mistake I can never tolerate because you should never be doing it. Because meme coins come out every single second. So there is literally no reason for you to be buying a coin that already ran. If you're not in early, don't buy late. Repeat that to yourself. If I am not in early, I cannot buy late because you're late. People are already making their money. They're going to start selling. So if you are not in early, you cannot buy late. And so now let's pivot to the other side of fear. The fear of getting into trades, right? So we covered FOMO, which is the fear of missing out and you top blast and you end up losing money. Now let's talk about the fear of getting into trades. A lot of times, including myself and you guys, I see a great narrative. You guys see a great narrative. And what happens is you guys hesitate. You guys second guess. Hey, is this really good? Hey, I don't know if this is going to do as well as I think. Or is anyone else seeing this narrative as me? And what you need to be doing is asking yourself, one, is this coin following the paper I wrote down of mistakes I'm doing? Is my reason for getting into this coin on this piece of paper of mistakes I've been doing? If the answer is no, good. That's a good start. Two, you sometimes have to ask yourself, is this a narrative that other people will be buying higher? If this coin's at 100K, will, for example, Chris buy it at 500K? Would Chris buy it at 500K? Or would Pal buy it at 3 million? Or would XYZ buy it then, right? You have to ask yourself that. Would they buy it at a higher price? And if the answer is no, you shouldn't be entertaining the coin at all. Unless you know it's for a very, very, very quick flip and scalp. Then that is up to you. That's up to your strategy and your psychology. But overall, if you don't see a coin going crazy and other people buying it way higher for them to make money, then you shouldn't be entertaining it at all in the first place. And so fear of getting into the trade stems off, one, is the reason for getting into the trade based off my mistakes? Are there any mistakes I'm making by getting into this trade? So check if that's one of the reasons. If no, then good, you could proceed. Two, ask yourself, are people going to buy it higher than it is now? If that's a yes, good. Move on to three. What would three be? Say if you are still having some concerns. In your head, you're like, I really don't know. I'm on the fence. I do like it though. Guys and girls, guess what? You can put in less money to just find out. If you were planning to put in, or say you normally put in 5 Solana, right? 5 Solana or $1,000, whatever, into a meme coin like this, but you're on the fence. Guess what? No one's forcing you to put in $1,000 or 5 Solana. Do 1 Solana, do 2 Solana, do $200, right? Just put in enough to expose yourself to the trade in case it does well, so you can make some profits, but also expose yourself a little to where if it goes to the downside like you think it might rug, it might not be good, you only lose a little. Right? The cost of finding out. Sometimes you have to pay a little bit of a price to find out if it was a good coin or if it was a bad coin. There's no shame in, say, normally you putting in 5 Solana or 10 Solana in a coin, and this time you put in 1 because you're not sure, you're hesitant, but you think it could do a 10x, so you might turn 1 Solana into 10 Solana, but you also think it could rug, so you might lose 0.5 Solana, right? The coin goes down 50% and you sell, right? So you're really risking only 0.5 Solana to make 10 Solana, as opposed to you putting in 10 Solana and you're losing potentially 5 Solana to make 100, right? There's a lot more risk in terms of your portfolio there in terms of monetary and financial standpoint, right? The percentages are still the same, but the money is different. And so that's what you need to put in your head. Can people buy this higher? Am I making any mistakes by entertaining this coin? And am I willing to put in the full amount, or am I going to do a lower amount just to see and kind of pay to find out, right? Sometimes you have to pay to find out if a coin was good, and that could end negatively or positively, right? Because there's a lot of times you buy a coin with very little amount and it goes 10x and you're like, oh my gosh, if I put in this much Solana, I would have made this much Solana. But you didn't. So what's the point of thinking like that? You didn't. I only put in 1 Solana and I made 20, but if I put in 100, I would have made 2,000. But you didn't. And you didn't for a reason, because you weren't sure. If you were sure, you would have put in that 100 Solana to make 2,000. But you didn't. Listen, every trade, profit or loss, the amount is reflective of your decision making. Every single trade is a reflection of your decisions. Okay? If you lose a trade, that means you sold lower than you bought. It's really that simple. Likewise, when you make money, it means you bought and then you sold higher. There's no difference. It's all your decision making. A coin can rug and still people could have made money on it. And a coin can do exceptionally well and still people can lose money on it. So it's all to your decision making. And that's why fear is one of the biggest components of the trading mindset psychology that you need to work on. Fear of missing out. I will keep repeating myself. Never top last. There's always another coin. And likewise, fear of getting in, just size down. It is perfectly fine. Size down. It is okay. You do not need to worry about, oh, I need to put in this full amount. Size down. It's okay. And if you're still not confident, don't buy it. As I mentioned, on the flip side, FOMOing, there's millions of coins. Likewise, fear of getting into a trade. It's okay. You don't want to participate in this coin? Guess what? Perfectly fine. There's another million coins coming out. So once again, guys, I hope you learned and enjoyed from this video, day 4 of the Millionaire Memecoin Mindset series. Once again, I appreciate you all. Thank you for all the love and support in the DMs and the Discord and everything. If you guys do want to join the free Discord, there's over 13,000 people, lots of actives. We're catching lots of plays together when we're active, and let's keep growing that. And likewise, if you do need a trading platform, sign up using the link in the bio. It will get you the max VIP trading fee discount. It is the cheapest and best trading platform, so there's no reason you should be using anything else. Once again, guys, I love you all. Thank you for all the support, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.